Just 2 blocks from the Alamo, we welcome you inside the Scottish Rite Arena here in downtown San Antonio and the PBC on NBCSN. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kenny Rice. We have rich boxing bloodlines running throughout our card tonight. Young fighters who have done well so far, still a lot to live up to, and they're hoping to take that next big step here tonight. And it starts with our very first fight. His brother is a former world champ, and just like Omar did it, someday Brandon Figueroa, who is undefeated, hopes to do so as well. He takes on Adalberto Zorilla. That will start us off in just a few moments. And then coming up right after him will be Alan Castaño, whose brother currently is a pro fighter. His father was a pro fighter. He takes on Aaron Garcia, and that sets up the much anticipated main event. Maidana, undefeated so far. Maisonet, only 1 loss and 11 knockouts in 13 victories. Joined as always by BJ Flores. And BJ, we have seen Figueroa fight before, as recently as a month ago. What impresses you so far about this kid?
Oh, Kenny, you know, Brandon Figueroa, he's beat everyone who he's supposed to beat so far. But look, this kid's got it in his DNA. He loves to invest in the body. He punches very hard downstairs, and he knows how to place those shots. He gets in that proper distance, that proper range, and he punishes his opponents, as you see against the ropes right here. A lot of good stuff from this young prospect.
He was supposed to win that fight, and he did, and he came out more aggressive than we've ever seen him so far. We've done a couple of his other fights as well, and he'll take on tonight, though, his toughest opponent in Zorilla, who's 6-1, and Zorilla has a good pedigree, as you like to talk about that amateur pedigree, BJ, a former champ in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, it's so important, Kenny, that amateur pedigree. Listen, this guy's got experience with international matches. He's fought a bunch of different styles, and Figueroa is not going to be the first banger-friendly style that he's faced. So he said, I'm going to feel Figueroa out, I'm going to see what he does, and then I'm going to put him to the test. Figueroa is not used to going back, and I'm going to take him backwards tonight.
They are in the ring, they're getting ready, and let's take a look now at the Corona tail of the tape. It is Figueroa putting that unbeaten streak on the line, scheduled for 6 rounds. He's Super Bantamweight. Figueroa, the younger fighter. He is also slightly taller and has a 4-inch reach advantage. And now, getting ready to meet these Super Bantamweights officially, let's go to Ray Flores, the arena announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Scottish Rite Theater here in San Antonio, Texas. Live on NBCSN, this is Premier Boxing Champions. The action begins with 6 rounds in the Super Bantamweight division. The 3 judges ringside are Glenn Crocker, Joel Elizondo, and Wilfredo Esperon. And the referee in charge, when the bell sounds, Rafael Ramos. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the orange and the black. His professional record, 6 wins, all of those coming by way of knockout against 1 defeat. Fighting out of San Juan, Puerto Rico. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Adalberto Zorilla. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the red and blue with the silver trim. As a professional, he is undefeated, 8 wins, 5 of those coming by way of knockouts. Fighting out of Weslaco, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Brandon Heartbreaker Figueroa.
The pre-fight instruction, recibiste las instrucciones. Protect yourself, protégete todo el tiempo. Punches over here, gonna be okay. Good luck, buena suerte.
A month ago, Brandon Figueroa fought in this very arena, stopping his opponent in the 2nd round. He told us he took off 1 week and right back to training for the last 3 to get ready for this fight tonight.
A lot of times, Kenny, when fighters are up on the rise, you know, 8-0, 5 knockouts like Figueroa is, they don't take much time off, and the best way to keep them sharp and active.
Zorilla described himself as a good puncher with good ring movement. The goal of just about every boxer, isn't it, BJ?
Like every boxer in the fighter meetings, Kenny, we ask them, they all say they're boxer punchers. We all want to be boxers, we all want to be punchers, and Zorilla told us that exact thing. Both guys showing a bit of patience here in this first round. Kenny not storming out like Figueroa did, you know, last month in the fight. He knows he's got a real guy in front of him, and he's got to be a little more careful and set up traps.
a sign of maturity as well, perhaps, that he did recognize that, as we talked about yesterday in the fighter meeting with him. Because the last time, he charged out of that corner to get that fight underway.
Sure did. I think he recognized that he's got a real fight in front of him tonight. He's got a kid who's coming in, prepared, who's got a similar amateur background, so he knows he's got some style, and this kid knows how to fight. Nice counter right hand by Zorilla.
Zorilla firing out the jabs. Figueroa a little off balance on there, lunging forward.
He was, and you saw when he was off balance, he went to that southpaw stance, so he didn't have to, stay in that orthodox off balance. He just went ahead and kept his right foot forward and went with it. Nice body shot by Figueroa a second ago, Ken.
Just missing with that one is Zorilla.
And Brandon told us in the fighter meetings yesterday, hey, I'm going to be patient, but I'm also going to get to his body early and often, and his head's going to fall when I get to his body. So it'll be interesting to see in the second and third round if he's able to get close. Nice counter left hand by Figueroa. Close enough to Zorilla's body.
Figueroa's best shot so far.
You see Zorilla looking to step back and land that counter right hand. But when Figueroa gets close to him, he's going to have big advantages.
And Figueroa trying to work the body as he did so well the last time out here. You hear the crowd cheering for the Weslaco, Texas native. He by far has the biggest following.
He got caught with a nice left uppercut a second ago, Kenny, and that made him grab the left elbow of Zorilla.
Zorilla done some nice body work.
Kicking his shots, landed a nice right hook a second ago as well. He's kind of landed some nice clean shots against Figueroa against the ropes. Nice left uppercut again. Very different fight than last month, Kenny.
He said this was going to be his toughest fight. It's starting out that way for the young 19-year-old Brandon Figueroa. Round one, taking down Figueroa and Zorilla, getting us started off here tonight, live from San Antonio, Texas. Round one in the books. There is the corner of Brandon Figueroa, who expected a tough fight, and he got a tough first round from Adalberto Zorilla as we start round two.
Very close first round, Kenny, and Zorilla landed a lot of nice clean punches on the inside. It seemed like Figueroa would have a big advantage when the two fighters got close, but Zorilla was able to pinpoint some of their shots, mainly the left uppercut, right hooks on the inside.
Zorilla talked about, to his translator, establishing himself early, knowing that he comes into basically home territory here for Figueroa. And he's done just that so far.
Nice body shot from Figueroa. You saw what he did there. He slipped the right hand as Zorilla, Kenny slipped on the inside, and then a nice digging left body shot to the right rib, and finished it up with the left hook up top.
With us again tonight, Jake Donovan, unofficially scoring that first round to Zorilla.
You see Figueroa going back into that southpaw stance when he's on the inside. He's watching Zorilla getting off combinations, and he's waiting for opportunities to open up instead of just letting his hands go. So he needs to be offensive and look for opportunities instead of waiting for them to happen.
Zorilla continues to work the body as well. Not many guys have stood right in front of Figueroa so far in this only his 9th pro fight.
But you see Zorilla, Kenny, gets his head off to the side. He slides one way, he lands a nice shot, he slips out of harm's way, and you don't have to move your feet to be a good inside defensive fighter. James Toney kept his feet planted, but he had good head movement. We're seeing a little flash there.
That was a good shot.
You see some nice defensive head movement from Zorilla, while Figueroa's landing some nice shots in the last 20 seconds.
Figueroa's best punches coming just in a few flurries there. And a good left.
Both guys landing good shots on the inside, Kenny. The action right above us, you can hear these shots landing even on their bantamweights.
Zorilla fighting with the poise of a man who had 165 amateur fights, becoming the Puerto Rican national champion in 2011.
This isn't the first first time Zorilla's seen a kid, charge out of the ring and come at him. He's faced that a lot, especially from the island of Puerto Rico. The great Felix Trinidad comes from there, and those guys love to fight on the inside at close quarters. See Zorilla banging into the hips of Figueroa.
He's worked well that body so far. Figueroa, a lot of confidence after that last fight, again, fight he was supposed to win and did. But he was ready for this.
Low blow.
Low blow.
Let's go.
We talked about that, BJ. He's been working around those hips area a little too much. Final seconds, round 2. Figueroa coming back better in this one.
Taking a look at the last round where the referee deducted a point on the low blow from Zorilla. He had already warned him 3 times, didn't stop the action, but he was warning him in those clinches. And finally he said, hey, listen, 1 point gone.
And, he was generous, kept warning him, Jake Donovan, and finally the point goes away.
Referee Rafael Ramos did a very good job of letting the fighters fight. He tried to give Zorilla every chance to hurt the body. Won them in the first round, won them 2 more times in the second round. He finally had no chance to take them.
Could turn out to be a big point as this fight continues to go on as we get ready for round 3. Super Bantamweight scheduled for 6. Brandon Figueroa undefeated in the red, white, and blue, taking on Adalberto Zorilla.
Kenny, in a competitive 6-round fight, 1 point is a lot.
That is a lot.
So, you could win a fight 4 rounds to 2, but with that 1 point, it's even. So if he wants to win this fight, possibly Zorilla might have to win every single round to pull him out or score a knockout.
And with that point deduction, Figueroa unofficially from Jake getting that second round 10-8. In close, they continue to go. Oh, nice body shot. He dug in with that right, did Zorilla.
Nice leverage on that punch, Kenny. You see his feet planted very nicely when he's digging those shots in. And you see Figueroa, when he gets his head to the right side in that southpaw stance, he'll kind of like tap those left hooks to the side. I like that to distract your opponent, but he needs to dig something in solid after that. Don't just try to tap him. Distract him and then dig something to the body after that. His older brother Omar does that very well. Beautiful counter left hand.
Nice left by Figueroa. He was hoping to counter, but he's done well.
Don't hit it behind the head, okay? Don't hit it behind the head. Let's go.
We saw Zorilla just switch to southpaw. Figueroa immediately recognized it, came over the top of that slow right jab with a beautiful left hand. Nice counter punch to everybody. Nice left hand at the top of the head. Those hurt, Kenny.
Figueroa's landing his best punches now. He's getting stronger as this fight goes on. And perhaps gaining more confidence as well behind those punches.
And when you're a young up-and-coming prospect and you're facing another young up-and-coming prospect, a lot of times you haven't fought on even terms. You haven't gone traded rounds. You get to the 3rd or 4th round, perseverance, persistence, you wear the other guy out, and then you start to dominate. And I see that is what could be happening in this 3rd round with Figueroa. Pressure starting to really get this real thing.
Figueroa doubling up on that left. And Figueroa has put Zorilla down. Zorilla down for the 2nd time in his career. The last time he was dropped, he didn't finish the fight. His only loss. And here in the 3rd. Oh, good left coming back by Zorilla.
And that hurt Figueroa, Kenny. That left hook hurt him. You see Figueroa take a step backwards and smile. Zorilla still hurt himself, though.
And Figueroa coming right back. Figueroa digging into the right side of the body. Swinging, missing Zorilla.
Zorilla still hurt, Kenny. You see the
And
speed of the
Zorilla
punches.
goes down again. He's down. It's over. It is over. Brandon Figueroa going to 9-0 with the 3rd round stoppage.
Yes, make sure both of them are ready.
His biggest challenge yet, he said, was Adalberto Zorilla, and he answered that challenge. Taking off his gloves there, his dad, Omar Sr., his trainer. Literally grew up in the gym watching older brother Omar Jr. going to be a world champion.
Oh, Kenny, we know he's got the temperament, but it's nice to see the kid go in there and do exactly what what he's told us to do. Let's take a look at how he did it.
He knocked Zorilla down for only the second time in his career, and then only the third time in his career, and finished it off, BJ. Let's look at the first one here in the third.
He's setting it up with a lot of nice body shots. Zorilla's doing some good work of his own, but you see Figueroa land that double left hook, kind of got him off balance, and landed another nice body shot. Zorilla goes down, comes up. Still a little shaky, still hurt. He caught Figueroa with a good shot, but then you see Figueroa's got him against the ropes, doing good work with the double left hook. That was a punch that Zorilla had a lot of trouble with, and the referee made the right call right there. Digging left to the head, then the body, cranking up that left hand. Referee had seen enough.
And Brandon Figueroa, just a month ago, he stopped Odier Landon here in the second round. This was a much tougher fight, but he ends this one in the third. Figueroa remaining undefeated, going to 9-0 with the TKO victory here. We'll be back with more, and what a start here in San Antonio, Texas, watching the PBC on NBCSN. It is Figueroa now going to 9-0. 19-year-old Brandon, an impressive win tonight over Adalberto Zorilla with a third-round TKO. Let's go to Ray Flores to get the official time of that win.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 2 minutes 44 seconds of the third round for your winner by knockout and still undefeated Brandon Heartbreaker Figueroa.
And Figueroa, who is coming off a win just a month ago, he said this was a big test. He comes through and he passes another one, BJ.
Yeah, Kenny, you look good, and I think the body work had a lot to do with the knockdowns of Zorilla. Zorilla, he was hit with some of those punches, but, Figueroa landed a lot of nice, good shots to the body. Did a lot of good work.
And here it is in the third round. 2 knockdowns in this round to finish it off. Here's the first one, BJ.
You see the left hook to the head. He's really cranking that punch up. I couldn't really tell what he landed in there, but something short, another left hook it looked like. Good body work before that set the shot up. And here in the southpaw stance, you see Figueroa doing some more good work, pressuring Zorilla, and the pressure really caused him a lot of troubles. Nice little left uppercut, left body shot. Once again, Zorilla was already damaged from the previous shots, but Figueroa, like a shark with blood in the water, went after him and finished choking.
He is a confident fighter right now. Figueroa on a roll, yet to lose. It's time now for the Motel 6 final punch stats. Thrown and landed, both in favor of Figueroa. He countered very well after a strong start by Zorilla in that first round. And it was Figueroa landing 65 to 54. And Figueroa landing the biggest punches here in the third round to stop this and stay undefeated.